All right, so we got to talk about Dragon Ball Project Age 1000 because I'm seeing some misinformation being spread by the usual suspects in the Dragon Ball games community, the bigger YouTubers. I'm seeing it on Reddit, I'm seeing it on X/Twitter, Instagram, GameFAQs. I'm seeing it all over the place on YouTube. People spreading misinformation, hailing this as Xenoverse 3. And I have to say, look, we will get to Xenoverse 3 one day. But this ain't it. I repeat, this is not Xenoverse 3. Now, you really just exposed yourself as a fake Dragon Ball games fan because every authentic Dragon Ball game fan knew what this was when they saw Project Age 1000. Age 1000. Even in the trailer, it said by Akira Toriyama. That just sealed the deal for me right there, right? If you actually are in the know, okay? This has nothing to do with Xenoverse 3. I mean, even when you look in a trailer, right? Every time we get a new like main character, original character, or avatar character, they're always going to have the Time Patroller logo somewhere on their outfit. It's always a key giveaway, right? And that's happened in Xenoverse 1 with the red-haired MC, Xenoverse 2 with the blue-haired MC, and now we got this white-haired MC. And of course, instead of having the Time Patrol, they have regular Capsule Corp logos on their outfit. So that already strikes out Xenoverse 2 or Xenoverse 3. This has nothing to do with Xenoverse 3, right? And just looking at how they set it up, like this just really does not seem like the Xenoverse universe, right? This seems like something completely different altogether. You have the main character, of course, he does go Super Saiyan, yeah. That's something that would occur in Xenoverse, right? But you have him fighting in an augmented reality or a virtual reality, and then all of a sudden he's meeting someone who appears to be Goku, but not really. You see like the whole setup to this. And I mean, when you really do, even if you were not in the know, if you just did like 5 minutes of investigative work, you would have known what this was before you dropped a video on this, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and clue you in, right? This has nothing to do with Dragon Ball Xenoverse. This has everything to do with Bandai Namco and Akio Yoku resurrecting one of Akira Toriyama's pet projects, Dragon Ball Online. That's what this is. Age 1000. See, if you were a real fan, you would know Dragon Ball Online takes place exactly at Age 1000. What is this project called? Project Age 1000. So that, in conjunction with the fact that they don't have any Time Patroller logos, no Kranoa, no Trunks, none of that, right? And this is Dragon Ball Online. This is them finally taking it away from only being, allowed in a small section of the world and bringing it to a greater, the international audience all over the world. This is them throwing the gates open, right? So it is, I would say, a little bit like Xenoverse. Is not PvP oriented, and that's the impression I got from the, I don't even say that was gameplay, but from the trailer, right? I got an impression that this was really different. And if you know anything about Dragon Ball Online, it's definitely not a fighting game. It's way more of an RPG or JRPG game. And I mean, take of that what you will, but this is big because it is connected to Akira Toriyama. It is his pet project. And to know that this was one of the final things that he worked on is great. Even though I prefer Xenoverse, I prefer the fighting game aspect of Xenoverse. And I don't foresee myself, unless they really shock me with the gameplay. I already know what this is, right? This is not going to be a lot of people's jam. I already know that because this is like full on RPG. This is not going to be ranked. This is not going to be PvP. This is just going to really be Dragon Ball MMORPG. That's what this is going to be. This is going to be like, honestly, exactly what it says. Dragon Ball Online. You get on, like what would it compare to? World of Warcraft or something? Like it's not going to be a fighting game. It is not going to be a fight. promise you, it is not going to be a fighting game. This is going to be a full-on RPG game, 100%. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that's what it is. And they do seem to be wanting to get into different areas with all Dragon Ball games. So you got your Genshin Squadron, you got your mobile games, you got your traditional fighter with Dragon Ball FighterZ, you got your anime arena fighter with Xenoverse 2, and now with Dragon Ball Online, you have your MMORPG or JRPG. So that's what this is. So anybody still telling you that this is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, you need to tell them to shut the hell up. This is not Xenoverse 3. This has nothing to do with Xenoverse. Maybe it will have some kind of crossover, like maybe like if you play like Dragon Ball Online 2, you'll unlock some like exclusive promotional outfits or whatever for your CAC and Xenoverse 2, but that's probably gonna be it. Like if I remember correctly, Dragon Ball Online doesn't even have Cronoa. Like Trunks, like I don't think he's actually a current thing in Dragon Ball Online. I think all the Z Warriors have like passed on, except for Roshi, except for like a couple of them, but most of them have like passed on. Goku and Vegeta had passed on. So I don't know how this online story is gonna unfold, because maybe it's a redo, maybe Akira Toriyama redid the story or whatever. So they like, and because I kind of felt like Dragon Ball Online, with the way that Vegeta and Goku passed away, I felt like that was a little bit too dark for Dragon Ball, like too tragic. Like they just went out and nobody saw them, and it was, I don't feel like that's the send off that Goku and Vegeta should have gotten. So maybe like Akira Toriyama rewrote it, and like this is like the updated Dragon Ball Online story that he wants to do in post mortem. But again, I don't want to say I'm hyped for it. I'm eager to see what it is. I hope it's good. I'll take it for what it is, because I'm already prepared for it not to be a fighting game. I'm okay with it. But I'm just saying, for all the people that are acting like this is Xenoverse 3, it's not. Okay? Don't let this be another one of those things where I'm trying to tell you guys, and you let these other people gas you up because they want to clickbait you. They want to tell you Xenoverse 3, Xenoverse 3, Xenoverse 3. And I'm trying to tell you right now, it is Dragon Ball Online 2. Take it as that. Do your research. Go look on YouTube at what Dragon Ball Online is, because I promise you, if you like Xenoverse and that's your thing, that is not going to be the game for you. It is far removed from Xenoverse. It is a complete RPG. So I just wanted to be clear. I want everyone to know what this was, because I see a lot of people just trying to throw up videos, trying to deceive the Flawless Federation and good people of the Dragon Ball community. So I wanted to come out and let you guys know what the real was. So hit that subscribe button, enable all notifications. I'll keep you guys updated on Dragon Ball Project Age 1000, aka Dragon Ball Online 2, not Xenoverse 3. You might beat the game, but nobody ever beats the end game of all games, perfection and natural selection. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.